Every client that became a long-term partner for Daedalus XR, my software agency, came to us the same way. They had a specific thing they wanted to build. They weren't asking, should we do this? They were asking, how do we build this? And that's a completely different conversation. And it produced a completely different sales cycle. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what that client profile looks like, where to find them, and how to make your agency the obvious answer when they go looking. First of all, you need to keep in mind this principle. You need to target clients who already have an idea. And this is a key difference. Having an idea separates those clients who are really serious about building something with you from those clients who are just shopping around, who are just seeing if they can build something, if you are the right agency for them, and so on and so forth. Entrepreneurs with an idea, they need to build. This is what you're looking for. And why I'm saying entrepreneurs precisely? Because entrepreneurs want to make money. Entrepreneurs want to build a software and want to sell it, to drum up business and to make a lot of money. So if you manage to become the tech partner of that kind of person, that kind of entrepreneur, you will make a lot of money with them. Because wherever they go, you are with them. If they need to add a new feature, they need to upgrade the software, they will come back to you and they will ask you, update this software for me, and I will pay you. So that's why when they grow, you grow with them. And if they make money, you make money with them. Because if their business grows and their revenue is increasing, you can also charge more because you are growing with them and the software you're shipping has an increased responsibility towards their business. So this kind of ideal client has already decided. They just need a partner. They already know what they want to build. This is something, for example, I've seen in 2 clients who have worked with us in the past few months and years. Eugenio and Giovanni, I'll call them like that. They had the same profile. They already know what to build. For example, Giovanni wanted to build a 3D product configurator for their e-commerce. And Eugenio wanted to build a 3D space configurator for supermarkets because he's already working with supermarkets. So they came to us and they asked, how do I implement this? It's not, should I do this? They have a precise idea. And probably they also have already a budget. The sales cycle is totally different because you are already working on making that budget works within that idea. That's much easier than trying to convince a person that they can invest some money in fixing some kind of vague problem. So this is the diagnostic you can run if you want to understand if the person you are talking to is this kind of ideal client. Are they building something or are they still deciding if they should? This is a key difference in understanding their current state in their entrepreneurial journey. But how you can find them? You need to get close to this kind of warm signals. Because keep in mind that based on my experience, I've been running Daedalus XR in Italy, and my software agency is an Italian-based business, so personal relationships matter really a lot. And they know that this is valid from whole Europe. I would say maybe in the whole world, but I think that is particularly true for Europe. So keep in mind that warm beats cold every time. And why? Because trust is already there. So for example, if you ask a referral, if you ask an introduction to a client you are already working with, and this client introduces you to another business, to another company, you are borrowing trust. And this is a warm contact. But let's say that you want to do outreach. So who do we have in common? I can tell you this cold message I've sent last time, which has seen an immediate response. I have sent a cold message on LinkedIn to the CEO of a company that is in the same field of the company of Giovanni. They are actually already know each other. So when I sent this cold message, I mentioned that we are the tech partner of Giovanni's company. Giovanni is a shared contact, and this led to an immediate response. That's why one of the advices that I always give is enter your client ecosystem. Go to their events, their fairs, their dinners, their networking. Become their friends. Become their strategic partners. Because if you do that, you can enter a niche, and you can enter that niche from a privilege, from a special position, because they trust you. Because one company who's part of the niche has already trusted you. So why shouldn't they trust you? You are basically borrowing trust from your client. So the final piece of advice is you don't find warm clients, you position yourself where they find you. But when it comes to presenting yourself, you just need to be relevant. This is very important. You don't need to be vague, because their answers will be, maybe someday we can do something together. You need to be specific on the problem you're solving, on the kind of service you're offering. Just prepare 3 lines describing exactly what the software does. This can ensure you a meeting, because the right client immediately recognizes themselves in what you are saying. So don't say a generic "we build software." That doesn't attract anyone. There is no urgency. Just say "we build X for Y, we need Z." Just say "we build X for Y, we need Z." This is way more specific. And if the company you are speaking with is a fit, you're gonna know immediately. So if you want to get out from being a generic software agency, an horizontal software agency, start to think in terms of specificity. Specificity is a filter that attracts the right people way faster. So thank you for listening to me today. I hope these kind of advices have been useful for you. If you want to reach out to me personally, just check the link in the description. I am always happy to speak with other founders who are building software agencies like Daedalus XR. Thank you, and see you at the next video.